Hello everyone, and we're back from break. But before we move on to NBA, Brian needed to speak more about the Cliff Lee situation because I moved on a little bit too fast, and so
we didn't quite get to it. So basically, what I wanted to say was, this is huge for the Yankees not getting him. It kills them, but there's a few options out there for them still. Like everybody's talking, Felix Hernandez,
Liriano.
Greinke. That's what I was gonna say.
Greinke with his social anxiety disorder playing in New York.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be
but,
great.
I prefer Hernandez. But I mean, if they get someone like that, maybe not Pavano because I don't really want him.
Obviously.
A Liriano or a Felix, that would be huge for them. They need one more pitcher and maybe another bat.
If they could get Hernandez, that's completely better than Lee.
Oh yeah.
The guy's what, 24?
I would love Hernandez.
Oh, I would too.
And they need to go out and get one more bat. So that's basically what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now moving on to NBA. Breaking news, Orlando Magic working out a deal with the Wizards for Arenas. Thoughts on this?
Good. And I heard Vince Carter might be the guy going back to see his expiring contract. That's great, though, because, the Orlando Magic's problem, I've always hated the Orlando Magic for the last couple of 3 years, like 3 years or so, since they got Dwight Howard for one reason. They don't have that go-to guy. I like Tito Turkoglu. I never liked the move when they moved Vince Carter when they moved Tito Turkoglu for Vince Carter. I think Vince Carter's a little overrated. I know he can create his own shot. Gilbert Arenas.
He was great.
Yeah, he was. Gilbert Arenas is now, everybody knows the problems with the Wizards with the guns and problem. And they drafted John Wall with the first pick. He's not the face of the franchise anymore. The guy's still really good. He's still pretty young, 30. He's averaging 17 points a game. Given to Orlando, he could be their go-to guy to really spread the floor out for Lewis and Howard. I think this could be really good for them.
Yeah, this would be huge. They have that guy that can do the outside game. He can, lead the team, and that's what they really need. They have
that spark too, and he's that leader.
Yeah,
I don't think Carter's that guy.
They have talent, but they don't have a leader.
Yeah, true.
Dwight Howard is the farthest thing from a leader a team could have.
Yes, true.
And Gilbert Arenas would bring that for them.
Well, I'd say Dwight Howard's like their captain. He is their leader, but he's not their guy. Like
he fires them up, but he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't.
He's not that Paul Pierce, that Kobe Bryant, that LeBron James, who's going to be taking that shot. He's not going to be the one who's taking the shot. Because how is Dwight Howard?
Not even about taking the shot, just about keeping the team spirit up.
Yeah.
And keeping everybody together and making them focus on what the real challenge is.
But still,
Dwight Howard just basically fires everybody up, and that's all.
But the thing is, with the taking the shot, that is a big factor too.
Oh yeah.
Rashard Lewis is a great shooter. Jameer Nelson is a great ball handler, but they don't have that guy who can create their own shot. I know Vince Carter is supposed to be that guy, but I haven't seen it for them.
Well, the Celtics don't really have that one guy either, but they have five of them.
The guy just dumped it over Amari Stoudemire for the game-winning shot. We'll talk about later.
No, but they have like 5 guys, so that's that. I mean, we're going to talk about the Celtics later.
I think Paul Pierce is their guy, but Gilbert Arenas would be great for them, and I think Vince Carter. I don't know.
All right, moving on. Yao Ming is out for the rest of the season with a stress fracture. His career is in jeopardy.
What else is new?
Yeah, go back to China.
Oh, God. the guy's 30 years old, and he's had just a career full of injuries, and
he's had a great career though.
Yeah, I know.
He has.
Yes.
He has. He has
a terrific career.
Very good career. But
you gotta get out of the first round of the playoffs.
He hasn't played. But I mean, isn't this like the same injury he had last year? I mean, the guy's what, 7'6". I mean, you have to expect this stuff.
Yeah.
But why would you put so much into a guy that is that big and you know is going to have those problems?
Yeah.
I think that's where Houston went wrong.
Such a great talent. So tall, perfect for basketball. Such a great player. But
he can't jump though.
Yeah, but the problem is when you're that tall, it really is a problem with your knees, with your whole legs. And that's really what all his injuries are, to his knees. And really, his career has gone down the toilet these last couple of years because of his knee problems. And it's really sad for Houston. They have such a great fan base. But Houston can't get out of that first round. Tracy McGrady's gone. Adam Brooks is stepping up. Yao Ming was really supposed to be helping him out this year and trying to revive his career. And this is definitely devastating for his career. And I still think he's a great player. Maybe a little overrated at times, but definitely a great talent, and losing him would be.
Does he have talent, or is it just because he's so big?
It's a little bit of both. He's pretty talented too. He's a great free throw shooter too.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty good leader for his team too. I never seen any off the court issues with him. He's a good player.
So is that why you want him to go back to China? Or?
Well, I want him to go. I think it's good for his career to go back to China. The guy's losing. His career's definitely gone downhill. So it's time for him to move on, leave with some dignity. Don't try to come back and pull an Allen Iverson.
Yeah, don't try to go to Turkey.
Don't try to go to Turkey. Just go to your own country. Just keep it there. Be a spokesperson for China. I like to see more Chinese people come over here. They're really good. They have a great basketball system. Yi Jianlian, he hasn't worked out, but more guys like that. Try to get people out of here. In there.
I got a funny picture for you.
Yeah.
Picture Yao Ming on the Harlem Globetrotters on stilts. That would just be awesome.
Alrighty
Like
then.
25 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Moving on. Boston Celtics 12 straight. Are they the best team in the league?
Yes. I've been saying it all year. I think they are better than Miami. And going back to what we were talking about a few minutes
Miami's
ago,
won a lot too.
They have.
They're doing great.
But going back to what
11 now, right?
10.
Was that including tonight?
Not including tonight. Did they win, producer?
Yes,
they did win.
they did, so alright.
11.
But going back to what we were talking about a couple minutes ago when I mentioned that the Celtics don't have that one go-to guy. Yeah, Paul Pierce is their captain, but they also have Ray Allen, they have Garnett, they have Rondo, they have all those people that
They have the experience.
yeah, they have those guys that if Pierce, I mean, you would think that they would cover Pierce in those close game situations. So you can just dump it out to someone else and they can get the job done just
One
as easily.
thing, you mentioned Rondo, he's out for 2 weeks.
He is.
This guy, this team is terrific though. Doc Rivers, he really needs more consideration. He's one of the
He's
greatest.
like the Bill Belichick of basketball.
You know, people tend to tool on Boston coaches, Belichick for not being too nice or whatever, and Terry Francona for being the opposite. Doc Rivers is a perfect coach for that team. Great, experienced coach. I think this team is definitely the greatest.
I think the best thing about him too is that he tells a player when he's doing good.
Yeah.
But if he's doing bad, he's going to get in his face.
He
He's going to yell at him, and he's going to let him know.
He manages injuries perfectly.
He does.
And
look at Garnett a few years ago. He let him sit out like 3 weeks longer than he
He
needed
doesn't
to.
take any crap too. If the player wants to come back in, he's not going to take no crap. He's going to pull him out, make sure he's the leader. Going back to the Celtics though, Shaquille O'Neal, when he does play, that guy deserves an all-star nod. He's terrific. Rajon Rondo is definitely the best point guard in this game right now. Deron Williams is having a hell of a season too. But Rajon Rondo with all
What
his
happened to CP3?
He's falling
he's
down.
down.
New Orleans is falling down a little bit too, but you know, there's other teams out there. San Antonio, terrific team. I think finally the big three's back, gelling again. I think the Eva Longoria thing has gone a little bit away. Tony Parker's bringing it back up. San Antonio is really bringing it up. I like Miami right now. I've always liked Miami. They're a really good team right now too. But Boston is with all that leadership, all that experience.
They got everything.
They got everything.
I mean, their team is really not a team. I mean, if you look at Miami, that's a team of players. This is not a team of players. This is a team of a family.
Their center right now is Semi Erden from Turkey. They're doing all this without Rondo, who's been hurt off and on, without Shaq, without Jermaine O'Neal, without Delonte West, and without Kendrick Perkins. Their big defensive clog for the last 3 years. This guy hasn't played a single game. He's going to be out until January. Once they get him back, once they get all his injuries back, you know they're all built for the playoffs. You saw last year how they are a playoff team. Come back, the Celtics are going to win it again.
Oh yeah.
All
Celtics, Lakers.
Andrew Bynum back,
Moving on, email question from Freddie. From New York. He asked us. He asked us, guys, who is your MVP of the league so far?
You want to take it?
Yeah.
I'm going Amari Stoudemire. What a great signing for the Knicks. Really bringing this Knicks team back. I saw him against the Celtics. I know that he was just dominating. Nobody can stop this guy. Works perfectly with that Mike D'Antoni system. When he was back with the Suns with Mike D'Antoni with Steve Nash, he was a great player. When Mike D'Antoni left, he really started fading a little bit. I think that hurt him in the 2010 draft class and put him behind Bosch. He is the third best player in that class ahead of Bosch. And he's really dominating the Knicks, really leading that team. He is their go-to guy, along with Raymond Felton. But without him, the guy has had 8 straight producer. Did he have 30 points this game? Check that out for me. But alright, whatever, producer. He had 10 straight games with 30 points or whatever. He's terrific. He's the MVP of the season in my mind. I saw him against the Celtics. The guy was dominating. Even with KG, he was just blowing by people, throwing huge dunks down. He should be in the dunk contest. And he also almost hit a game-winning 3.
Yeah, I mean, he is a great player, but honestly, the player I feel that's the best for that team is Raymond Felton.
Raymond Felton,
yeah.
yes, so
no
what a
one,
great
no one
position.
expected him to be this good. What, 17 points, 8 assists, something like that?
Yeah, 18
I
points
mean,
now.
18 points now?
Yep.
I mean, nobody expected him to be this good for the team. He is the reason they're so
They're
good.
great
right now.
ones who do.
I mean, you expected not this good, but you expected Amari Stoudemire to take over that team.
Yes, I
But
did.
Raymond Felton has really stepped it up.
I also expected like Gallinari and stuff, but I did not expect. I like your point with Felton. Felton and Amari look like a great 1-2 combination, similar to like a Boozer, Jerron Williams type. But now they're really good. They're really good threats for the East. They're threats for the Celtics too.
But on that note, I'm gonna
I think
have to say Rondo is my MVP. I know he's been hurt, but when he comes back, he's gonna go back to what he's been
But
doing.
when Rondo's been out, they still win the games. He's not really. I see what you're saying. Rondo's
They still
great
win the
player.
games, but not as easily. And there's the phone.
Yep, that could be Freddie.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Yes.
calling in.
Should I go answer it?
Maybe he is.
John, what are you gonna say?
According to our producer, Amari Stoudemire got 24 points tonight.
24, so that breaks the streak. Too bad, but he's still.
That's still great.
Yeah, he's a terrific player, and especially with all the Heat, Knicks needed something. I hate New York fans more than anything, but losing LeBron, that was a devastating blow. Graham and Felton and Amari, they've really been great for this team, and I love my favorite line was Knicks lose out on LeBron James, sign Raymond Felton. I thought that was a great. I tooled on that for so long because the consolation prize for Raymond Felton, but he's really shocking me.
I'm
He's
liking
very
Felton
good.
better than LeBron right now.
Okay, well.
I'm not saying he's better than LeBron.
No, I know.
But I'm liking him. For
I like that
team
signing better, yeah.
I mean, a lot less money. There's a lot less.
Knicks
hype
are going to be
about him.
reckoned with. It's not a one-man show in that
No.
East anymore with the Celtics in the Atlantic.
All right, moving on to NHL. We got about 3 minutes left. Sidney Crosby extends his point streak to 20 games against the Rangers. Thoughts on this, Mitch?
What Savard have like 25 games or something? No, Sidney Crosby is the best leader in this game. Even without Malkin, he is the best player. I think he's overtaking Ovechkin and Stamkos. Sidney Crosby is the best player in this game. The guy is unbelievable. Him with Fleury and the coach Dan Bilesma, they should be. They're one of the best teams in the East right now. I love Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby is one of my favorite players. The guy's a terrific leader. He's the MVP of the league right now, and he should be deserving a lot more credit for 20 straight games with a point. That's an unbelievable streak.
Yeah, I mean, he is dominating. And going back to you mentioned Savard again. Just want to make it clear, Crosby is by far the better player.
Yeah.
But Savard, I still feel is more of a captain of the team than Crosby. But
No. He's
no.
the better captain. Sidney Crosby is the better captain. See the C on the shirt right there?
He's the better player. But
Again?
anyways,
No.
Again?
whatever.
Really?
yes. All right. I'm still a Savard fan, but
Watch a Pittsburgh game, there, buddy.
I have.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe just because I hate Pittsburgh so much, I can't
hate Pittsburgh too.
grasp the whole Crosby thing. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is, but there's something about it that I feel more for Savard.
All
That's
right.
all. But I mean, yeah, this is remarkable what he's doing. So.
He is doing a great job.
So, having said that, is Crosby the best player in the game?
Yeah.
Over Ovechkin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ovechkin's he's a great player. I mean, he scores goals, but I don't know. I just like.
I think Crosby's the better two-way player. I think he's great in defense. He's pretty good in the power play too.
That's what I was
And
going to
he's
say.
actually pretty even fighting a little bit. Not fighting, but really spark plug energy.
He's better on defense than Ovechkin, and I think that's more important than just scoring goals.
And at the same time when Crosby's having this unbelievable streak, Washington's also lost seven straight games, and Ovechkin's really sucked these last couple of games. Crosby's really overtaken him, especially with they lost Malkin for a few games. Now Malkin comes back. In 2 games, he has 3 goals. Them two are going to be perfect going down the stretch like we've seen. They've already won a cup. But I think Crosby is the best player. Stamkos is just straight out offense. I don't see enough on the defensive side with him.
No.
I don't see enough passing either.
No.
I still love Ovechkin. Ovechkin's one of my favorite players too. So much intensity.
I don't think Stamkos is going to keep up anyways.
I think
He's going to really drop.
Well, he's going to be a great goal scorer.
No, he's still going to be like obviously an all-star,
Yeah.
but he's not going to be considered in that top 3 by the end of the year.
Ooh, that's a big statement. I
Okay.
think I'd go top 3, but beginning of the season, I thought Ovechkin was the best player. I'm going to switch it to Crosby right now.
All right, very quick. We got about like a minute left in the segment. Viewer email again from Freddie from New York. He asked, who was the league's best team in NHL?
Ooh, that's a really good question, Freddie. Thanks a lot for the emails. I'll go Detroit right now. I love what Mike Babcock's doing. The guy, everybody keeps on telling Detroit how they're so old. Lidstrom's still the best defensive player in this game. Datsuk, Zetterberg, and he's had one of the best goalies right now in Jimmy Howard. I love Detroit. I still have Philadelphia. Sergei Bobrovsky's doing a great job, but losing Pronger is going to hurt. Washington's going way down. Pittsburgh, I like Pittsburgh and Detroit.
All right. I'm going to have to say Pittsburgh is probably the best team.
Yep.
A lot of people have been talking the Bruins, but like the Bruins are up there. I just don't see it.
No, the Bruins are falling down.
I don't see it out of them. They don't have the whole team.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with NFL. Excuse me.